Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my little rant on the whole Viz Media taking down manga sites, because they want to stop all the copyright, it's our stuff and blah 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 and crap like that. And also kind of a video response to King of Lightning. Just started watching him a little bit more actually, so I ended up subscribing to you if you didn't notice. But yeah, so somewhat of a video response to you too. But basically, if you haven't seen his video yet, I agree with most of what he was saying, but I was just gonna retell it kind of. Um, Viz Media is taking down also bleaching One Piece off of free online scans or illegal copyrighted scans because it's technically illegal to be reading this stuff online. But and they're trying to use and the reason they're taking it down because they have a thing called Shonen Jump Alpha, and Shonen Jump Alpha is the online version of Shonen Jump. If you didn't know about that, I mean, I'm just dumbing it down right now, but basically Shonen Jump Alpha. If you don't really know too much about it, or if you haven't seen it, I've seen it. I didn't pay no money or anything like that. But the thing is, Shonen Jump Alpha sucks. That's the problem with it right now. One, it's a really horrible product, and I don't understand why they're taking down these manga sites. Only because technically they have the rights to do it, But the problem is, it kind of has a backlash to other people because the Shonen Jump Alpha. One of the problems with it is that it has it's only for U.S. and Canada. So, for US and Canada, you can't really, anyone outside like Australia, because I have a subscriber, some people in Australia that watch me, and, in the UK, in this other places like Singapore, all those places, they don't get the manga. So, the only reason they don't get the manga, they only watch it, read it online because they speak English and stuff, so they can read it online and read it. And, people do reviews and stuff from other places like that, and that's going to stop that altogether, honestly. It's gonna stop them from reading it at all because, from what I heard from, I think it was Sony the Jumper. I think his name is that. I watched him from time to time. I saw his video about this too. That he basically won't be able to read it until like a year or after it even comes out in English because maybe they might ship it overseas. It's like really hectic. They're not going to be able to do anything, and that's sad because they love that. They love the manga and stuff, and then you're just gonna take it away because you want to appeal to the Canadians and the United States people. And the thing is, I know the reason why they can't freaking do it because they don't got enough money, which is why they went to Shonen Jump Alpha in the first place to go online because they don't got enough money to keep these scans going. I didn't like the fact that they lost their scans. It was stupid. But the problem is, and the reason why most of this stuff's honestly happening is because people aren't supporting the anime industry. You gotta support the industry. The thing is, yeah, you probably support the industry, but what business are you supporting? You gotta remember that there's other businesses that have anime too. So if you're supporting honestly Funimation, because Funimation does have a lot of titles, and maybe Sentai Filmworks or something, or all those other businesses like Media Blasters and stuff like that. If you're not supporting Viz, and this what's going on right now. They can't afford the whole the manga scans because no one's affording the Shonen Jump. No one's buying it. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure the Shonen Jump was actually pretty expensive, which is one of the reasons why people didn't buy it in the first place. And that's the problem. They have bad business sense is what's going on, and they don't know what they're doing. So yeah, what you were saying about like people like manga cubs being wealthy and everything, they're rich and everything. Yes, they have money. This is not a this honestly is not gonna affect them in any way. Honestly, really, like Oda, Kishimoto, and Kubo, for the fact that you gotta remember, their stuff comes out first in Japan, and Japanese people buy that stuff like hotcakes. That's why their number one sells and stuff like that. They make money. They don't play around. They make a lot of money. And not to mention, not just the manga. You gotta remember they have anime out too. Anime also get that money. People buy that money. We get that stuff. They get that moolah. So they're not suffering from money from us, honestly, because honestly we're not really supporting it that much in the first place. If we were supporting it a lot more, the money will matter to them more so than right now. Because honestly speaking, there's not a lot of us that actually are supporting it as hard as we should, or as much as we should, because there's other things that come out like games and stuff like that people want to buy instead of manga and anime. The whole argument and everything. I'm not gonna get into all that, but it just people aren't needing to support it a little bit more, and all this stuff. But the thing is, I want to support Viz Media's Shonen Jump Alpha. The fact that it's one, I don't really support that industry. I don't really support them that much now because they're freaking taking on these online manga scans because it's gonna affect people outside of Canada and the United States that you're doing. This is not just this Shonen Jump Alpha is not on a global scale, which is the problem. So that's why I agree with him on that. I agree with most of what King of Lightning was saying. If you haven't seen the video, go see it. But it's it's sad to see that they're trying to do all this, and their product is inferior to the actual to the illegal scans. They didn't make sense. They're doing this way too fast, like what he say, jumping the gun. They're jumping the gun too fast on this. It doesn't make sense at all that they're doing this right now when their crap is horrible. I would not pay for that. The thing is, I'm kind of confused here. How does it take you 2 weeks to do like scan something and do the translation? Why did it take you that long to do that when it takes these ragtag teams of people online just doing it for free, doing it just like this, paperwork fast? Come on, really? And then it just doesn't make sense how they how they just taking this stuff down, and it's just like you're taking the thing is, people aren't gonna support it for the fact that it takes too long for the crap to come out. 2 weeks is too long. It just is. And here's a good example of this, which they need to learn from. They need to learn from Crunchyroll. If you've seen Crunchyroll.com, go check that site out. It's a great anime site. If you want to support anime, that's one way you can do it, because you're watching it legally on there, because they have all the licenses to the titles that are on there, and you can pay for it. And it's only like $13 a month for all anime actually. So that's on there. And the thing is, here's my example for this. Sony Jump Alpha takes 2 weeks for scanlations and the translations for the manga to come out for us in Canada. When it takes Crunchyroll, they do anime episodes, by the way. They do anime episodes, and it takes them only an hour, even not even then. When when an anime comes out, like Naruto, like recent episode can come out, it will come out like in Japan, but it'll also be on Crunchyroll right then and there, and with excellent subtitles and with excellent quality for the anime. It's good, and it comes out right then and there on the same day that the Japanese get it. Now, what I don't understand is, like, how in the world are they able to do that fast compared to Shonen Jump taking forever on the? These are just scans. Anime has way more content and way more subtitles you need to put in there. So, or just, they have to get it and render it and, make sure it looks good and then put the subtitles in there. The whole point is, it shouldn't take as long. It shouldn't take that long. And the thing is, what they also need to learn how to do the business sense is that if you buy Sony Jump Alpha, you should get the manga scan the day the Japanese get it at the same. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, just like how Crunchyroll does it. And then if you're not paying for it, you gotta wait a week to read it. But see, if you're paying for it, you get a perk to actually get it right then and there. You know what I mean? If you're not paying for it, you gotta wait a week afterwards. But that's only a week. You don't have to wait that long, like 2 weeks like that. So they need to learn from Crunchyroll and do their business similar to that. Because to me, I'd pay for Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll's good. It's good. People need to start going on that a little bit more if you want to support some anime in an old-fashioned sense that it's not hurting the anime industry like that. But the whole point is, these scans aren't hurting Oda, Kishimoto, or Kubo or anything like that, because we don't give them that amount of money anyways in the first place. We do contribute to some point to it, but we don't do all that. So people saying that, oh, it's hurting them, it's legal, you shouldn't be reading it. Some people are forced to honestly read it illegally because maybe they are broke to death and they just can't do it, or they're people overseas, like in Africa and in Singapore, all those places, Australia. If they're over there, they're forced to read this stuff. So what do you tell about them? This is just common sense. People need to stop. Don't be getting so mad about this. Because you're not wrong, and because technically, it's at the end of the day, it's illegal stuff. And people that are like in the United States, they need to support the anime more than. If you're reading it illegally online, can you at least buy the manga once it comes legal? Once it comes out to get it, you should just get it, or just buy some anime to substitute for that. As long as you're buying some stuff for the anime industry to still support it, that's all that matters. You don't have to necessarily. It's not horrible to watch it illegally online as long as you're still supporting the anime industry. That's the main thing. If you're not supporting the anime industry, if you're a person that sits there, go online, read the manga online, and then read some, and then leave it alone, and then never buy or purchase anime at all, or manga at all, you're not supporting it at all, and that's when they're losing money, because you're not doing anything to support it at all. And those kind of people need to stop doing that. Don't even watch the anime then. If you're not in some way supporting it, watch it on TV if you don't have no money, or shoot, you guys have to support Crunchyroll or something. Do something is the whole point. So at least you're substituting for the fact that you're reading it illegally online. because reading it legally isn't as bad as they think it is, and all this copyright stuff is just bullcrap in the first place because it's not affecting no one's pockets at all. They are still doing very well for themselves. So all this crap about that stuff is just it's stupid because it's the same aspects to everything that's going on, like with Soap and Pippa and all those stupid bills trying to pass and try to stop all the copyright and all that crap that doesn't need to be. It's just stop all this because Viz Media needs to stop trying to get a grip hold of all this stuff and think, what can we do to make our product better? That's what they need to do. And do it similar to Crunchyroll. If they do it similar to Crunchyroll, I will support you guys better. Fix your server stuff so it doesn't crash. Make it to where they have other scanlations of, a previous chapter so I can catch back up on my One Piece. Because I'm trying to catch up to One Piece. I'm not up there to One Piece. I'll be screwed if they take all the sites down that have One Piece, because I won't be able to catch back up then. I always got the recent chapter if I can, So it's going to be annoying. I'm trying to catch up right now, and it's a problem right here. People that try to catch up can't do it anymore. So they need to put all previous chapters on there too. They need to make it to where you can go to certain chapters yourself, because what Shonen Jump Alpha is, you have to like scheme through certain chapters like Toriko, then One Piece, then Bleach, and then Fairy Tail. You know what I mean? You have to go through kind of like that. That's kind of stupid. You should be able to just click on which one you want to go to watch or to read. So you need to fix that. Yeah, stop letting it crash. That's the same thing that you're saying. To fix the service, that thing's like messed up, and make sure it loads faster because it loads pretty slow sometimes. And just fix it up before you even start doing this. What businesses need to learn is that they need to take note to certain things that these illegal people do and just do better than them. If they do better than them, 9 times out of 10, people are going to buy your product. 9 times out of 10. Any business can learn from that. If any business is going to buy it, 9 times out of 10, if the product is better or you're getting a bonus for it or two. So people need to think. Businesses need to think about this. Business is wrong for doing all this stuff. They need to stop, and they need to make their Shonen Jump Alpha better for people to be prompted to even buy that crap. So yeah, this is my little rant. It's gonna be a response video to King of Lightning. So I agree with most of what you're saying. It's just at the end of the day, it's illegal. So people just need to support it. Is the whole point. You know what I mean? So yeah. This has been my video response. Just a video, kind of just I want to talk about it in the first place. So it's just a bunch of stuff. So leave a comment below and tell me your thoughts on it. Do you agree that they should actually try to follow Crunchyroll's footsteps with Shonen Jump Alpha to make it seem better? If you don't know what Crunchyroll is, go check it out and see what I'm talking about. See how their plan is. See how they deal with the whole thing. Because to me, I'd buy it. It's like you're only paying the similar amount to Netflix, except you're getting sub anime. You know what I mean? And you get a whole bunch of sub anime. You get there's so much anime on that site, it's ridiculous. And it's in good quality. But I'll shut up now. If you use Crunchyroll, should they do it similar to Crunchyroll? Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Comment, discussion. Let's do this. Like if you like this little video, and subscribe to my channel for some more just videos. I'm just blasting out because I'm gonna be doing some more videos later on as well. So look up for that stuff. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta. Until then, break out.